Stress and immune system. Stress is a natural response of our bodies. It's a physiological response to our environment when we receive the message that there may be a threat. While it's an important function, it can get out of control and it can affect our lives in negative ways. Before going to the details, please remember to subscribe this channel if you are new here. Do watch other videos in this channel. Share it with students and those who love learning psychology. Thank you. First, we will see what is immune system. It is a complex network of cells, tissues and organs that work together to defend the body against harmful substances like pathogens, the bacteria, virus, parasites, then toxins and abnormal cells. It plays a crucial role in maintaining overall health and protecting against infections and disease. The innate immune system, it includes physical barriers like the skin, mucous membranes, as well as cells such as neutrophils, macrophages, and natural killer cells. The adaptive immune system, it consists of two main components. B cells, it produce antibodies, and T cells, the helper T cells that coordinate immune response, cytotoxic T cells that directly kill the infected cells, and the regulatory T cells that help maintain immune balance. Then the immune system includes the lymphatic system. It consists of lymph nodes, lymphatic vessels, and lymphoid organs such as spleen, thymus, etc. Stress can have a significant impact on the immune system. When a person experiences stress, whether it is acute or chronic, it can affect various aspects of the immune function. Let's see in detail how the stress affects immune system. Stress and immune system. The prevailing attitude between the association of stress and immune system response has been that people under stress are more likely to have an impaired immune system and as a result suffer from more frequent illness. In about 200 AC, Aelius Galenus declared that melancholic women, that is, women who have high level of stress and thus impaired immune function, they are more likely to have cancer than the women who are more positive and exposed to less stress. In an old study in the early 1920s, researchers found that living with stress, it increases the risk of tuberculosis by suppressing the immune system. Stress can affect the function of the immune system by modulating the processes in the central nervous system, CNS, and neuroendocrine system. Evidence suggests that the lymphatic system, which is a part of the immune system, also plays a role in releasing these mediators, natural or synthetic glucocorticosteroids. They are the final stress operators, which are known as anti-inflammatory drugs and immune suppressants, and their role in the inhibition of lymphocytes and macrophages has been demonstrated as well. The secretion of growth hormone, it will be halted during severe stress. Stress modifies the secretion of hormones that play a critical role in the function of the immune system. To date, it has been shown that various receptors of a variety of hormones involved in the immune system function are adversely affected by the stress. So, with stress, we will have a weakened immune system. How does the stress affect the immune system? Let's see the process step by step. In the first step, there will be a perception of stress. When an individual encounters a stressful situation, whether it is physical, psychological, or emotional. The brain perceives the stressor and activates body's stress response. So in the first stage, the stress response system gets activated. Secondly, the activation of the stress response happens. The brain signals the release of stress hormones, particularly cortisol and adrenaline, from the adrenal glands. These hormones, the cortisol and the adrenaline, it helps prepare the body to respond to the perceived threat or stressor. In step 3, there will be suppression of immune function. Cortisol, the primary stress hormone, it plays a significant role in regulating immune responses. While the cortisol has beneficial effect in the short term, the prolonged or excessive release of cortisol due to chronic stress, it suppresses our immune function. In the next step, there will be inhibition of inflammation. Cortisol dampens the body's inflammatory response, which is a normal immune reaction to combat infections or injuries. While this can be helpful in certain situations, chronic stress-related cortisol release, it can impair the ability of immune cells to produce an effective inflammatory response, and thus making the individuals more susceptible to infections. In the next step, there will be alterations in immune cell activity. Chronic stress, it can impact the activity and function of immune cells. For example, it may lead to a decrease in the activity of natural killer cells, which play a crucial role in identifying and eliminating virus-infected cells or cancer cells. Stress can also affect the production and function of other immune cells like the T cells and B cells, again compromising the immune responses. In the next step, there will be increased susceptibility to illness. Prolonged stress and its impact on the immune system can increase the risk of developing various health problems. This includes higher susceptibility to infections, longer recovery time from illness, increased risk of autoimmune disorder, and potentially impaired wound healing. Then there will be disruption of the immune regulation. Chronic stress can disrupt the delicate balance of the immune regulation, potentially leading to dysregulation and the development of autoimmune diseases. The immune system may overreact and attack body's own healthy cells and tissues. In normal way, the immune response will be against the bacteria. But in case of the autoimmune disorder, the antibodies will get attached to the body tissues also. Now let's see the conditions that can be influenced by immune system dysfunction resulting from chronic stress. It is important to note that stress is a complex factor in disease development, and multiple factors contribute to the development of these conditions. While stress can contribute to immune system dysfunction, it does not act as the sole cause of this disease. First one, autoimmune disease. Chronic stress has been associated with an increased risk of autoimmune disorder such as rheumatoid arthritis, SLE, psoriasis, and multiple sclerosis. In these conditions, the immune system mistakenly attacks and damages the body's own healthy tissues. Allergies. Stress can worsen allergic reaction or trigger flare-ups in individuals with allergies. It can amplify the immune response to allergens, leading to more severe symptoms such as asthma, allergic rhinitis, or dermatitis. Then infections. Prolonged stress, it can weaken the immune system's ability to fight off the infections, making the individuals more susceptible to viral, bacterial, and fungal infections. This include respiratory infections, urinary tract infections, and skin infections. Then gastrointestinal disorder. Chronic stress can contribute to the development or worsening of the gastrointestinal conditions such as irritable bowel syndrome, inflammatory bowel disease, and peptic ulcers. Stress can disrupt the balance of gut bacteria. The increased gut permeability and affect the immune response in the digestive system. Then cardiovascular disease. Stress-related immune dysfunction. It can contribute to the development or progression of cardiovascular diseases. Chronic inflammation resulting from immune system dysregulation may increase the risk of atherosclerosis, heart disease, and hypertension. Then mental health disorders. While not directly caused by immune system dysfunction, chronic stress-related immune dysregulation, it can influence mental health conditions such as depression and anxiety. The immune system and inflammatory processes interact with the brain, and chronic inflammation associated with immune dysfunction, it may contribute to the development of exacerbation of mental health disorder. So, in the balanced immune system, there will be optimal effectiveness. If there will be immune overreaction, certain internal threat as well as external threat happens. And if there is immune underreaction, certain diseases and other infection will also happen. Now let's have a quick recap on what we have learned. In the topic stress and immune system, we have learned what is immune system. Then the relationship between the stress and immune system and how the stress affect the immune system. Then certain conditions that can be influenced by the immune system dysfunction resulting from the chronic stress. In the upcoming video, we will see the lifestyle. Hope you liked this video. Please share and subscribe. Thank you and keep smiling.